grand imam and no archbishop to issue decrees and edicts.
Freemasonry as such doesn't have a dogma, so it doesn't tell its members what things mean. And that's strange, isn't it, when you think about it? That's a bit weird, that here you have an organisation, but it doesn't tell its members what to think about the organisation. And that's what's unique about Freemasonry.
Another unique aspect is the importance that signs and symbols play in Freemasonry. But Freemasons are adamant it is going too far to see Masonic symbolism in the evidence surrounding Roberto Calvi's death. However, some people say that the bricks found in Roberto Calvi's pockets are a possible link to Freemasonry. And there is London itself, the spiritual home of Freemasonry, and where the idea of this modern secret brotherhood was born. Then there's Blackfriars Bridge, just a tube stop from the Grand Lodge of England, and within sight of St. Paul's Cathedral, built by Masons under the supervision of the Brotherhood's greatest architect, Sir Christopher Wren. Roberto Calvi was a member of P2, a renegade former Masonic lodge, and Friars was apparently a nickname the P2 members called themselves.
All these have sort of exacerbated the claim that Masons were involved. None of this has been proven, and it's not obvious what the motive would be. I mean, perhaps to silence him because he knew too much would be the sort of way to reason.
So how do the Freemasons themselves defend these allegations?
It's suggested that he was executed Masonic style, except that we don't put bricks in people's pockets and shove them into rivers.
Masons build with stones, not bricks. But it's just an inventive journalist saying, come on, who's likely to do this? Oh, let's have a go at the Freemasons again. And they think up this thing, but when you actually look at it and examine it, it fizzes away.
The basic premise that underlies all this is a real worrying one for me. The assumption is that because people are Freemasons, they do certain things.
And even non-Masons like Ian Markham think it's a stretch to assume Masonic involvement.
It's a very laborious way to murder somebody, so it is very puzzling why exactly they went to all these efforts and why all these symbols were planted on the body.
Although Calvi's death had definite Freemasonry ritualistic overtones, it doesn't actually mean that it was carried out by Freemasons.
The real question is, why did it take so long to prove that Roberto Calvi did not commit suicide?
No, the case was handled absolutely appallingly. I think there was almost a certain degree of incredulous reporting that, how could this man have committed suicide? The circumstances were so bizarre and so strange, yet the police wanted it to be a suicide.
The Calvi case was not the finest hour of the City of London police, but then the peculiarities of the case were obviously such that within a few months they changed their mind and they changed the verdict was changed from suicide to an open verdict. And in the last few years, the City of London police has come around to the view that Calvi probably was murdered. I can say quite categorically there was no conspiracy by the City of London police because of Masonic symbolism or anything like that.
But still, the people responsible for Roberto Calvi's death seem to go to great lengths to frame the Freemasons.